This is the plaintiff, Frank Battaglia. He says his neighbor, the defendant for the past 4 years, needed some emergency money. Came crying to him, and since he has trouble seeing a grown woman cry, he gave her a loan. A few weeks after that, she comes crying to him again, and again he felt badly, made her another loan. Well, wonder of wonders, she never paid him back. She did, however, make a sexual pass at him by rubbing her body against his, hoping he'd forgive the loans. Well, he's so not interested, it isn't even funny, and just wants his $1,035 returned. This is the defendant, Donna Nicoletti. She says the plaintiff was the one who got all touchy-feely with her. Certainly not the other way around. Yuck! The plaintiff was one persistent little bugger, even though she told him to back off. But he kept trying and even gave her money as a gift to help her pay off some of her bills. When he tried to kiss her and she didn't kiss back, the gifts all of a sudden became loans. And here they are. She's accused of letting a wannabe lover down. The defendant has filed a countersuit for $5,000 for slander and harassment.
All parties, please raise your right hand. Be seated. Come to order, please. Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Douglas. Frank Battaglia. Go ahead, sit.
Sit here?
Yes,
yeah.
please.
Okay, thank you.
You are suing Donna Nicoletti for $1,035 that you say she owes you for numerous loans that you made to her and has not repaid. You have a counterclaim against him for $5,000 for slander and harassment. Okay, let's start with you. First of all, who are you?
I'm his wife, Karen.
His ex-wife or his wife?
His wife.
His wife, okay. And moral support or a witness? The lady you came
Witness.
with? Witness, okay. Any relation?
My mother.
Okay. Mr. Battaglia, let me hear from you.
Hello, Your Honor.
Hi.
I was a neighbor to Donna, still am. Donna was depressed because she said she couldn't pay her bills. She wanted me to loan her money for the mortgage. So she said to me, could you loan me $400? She says, I promise I'll pay you back. I says, okay, I'll loan you the money for the mortgage so you don't get in trouble.
Okay.
You know?
So you loan her the $400. That's the first loan.
Right.
Okay.
The second loan was
Wait, no. So is she supposed to pay it back when?
within 6 months,
And that was loaned to her when?
August of 10,
Of 2010?
2010.
Okay. Did you get it in writing?
No, I did not, because Donna said to me, Frank, I'll put it in writing for you. And when she said that, it kind of made me not worry about getting the money back.
Okay,
you
watch
know?
this. Did you borrow money from him and do you owe him money?
No.
Okay. Now you're worried?
Yes.
Okay. So that's why you get it in writing. Anyway, okay. And then when's the next time you loan her money?
The next time I loaned her money is when she told me she wanted to pay bills and she didn't have the money for it.
And that was when?
It was like maybe a month or two apart.
Okay.
It was $300 I loaned
She
her.
already owed you $400. She hadn't paid it back yet. So go on.
So
And why are you loaning your neighbor so much money? I mean, I understand she has problems, but what is it why do you have to solve them?
Well, you know, I felt like I wanted to help her solve them. She cried a lot, too.
She cried a lot.
Cried. Oh, my God. It melted me when she did that. I can't see a lady cry. It breaks me up.
Did your wife do any crying when she found out how much money you were into this for? Okay.
No,
So-
she said, you do what you think is right, she says.
Okay. When's the next time you loan her money?
Maybe a month or two after that.
So then you loan her money for rotors and wheel brakes and
Yeah.
a used tire to get her car fixed.
Yeah, she told me.
Okay, what is she telling you throughout this time about when and if she's going to pay you back? What is she saying to you?
Well, she was saying to me that things are a little slow now and she would pay me back. And she was also telling me they had no food to eat.
Who's they?
They, her and her family meaning. And as a matter of fact, one morning when I was going into this place to shop, she was coming out of the cash machine and she said, look at this, Frank. I had to go get $4 out of my cash machine to buy lunch today because I don't even have the money. Well, that's all I had to hear. I went into the store. I bought her cold cuts. I bought them potato salad and rolls and the whole business. And I gave her that for the next 6 months. Every time I bought for me, I bought for her and her family.
All right, Donna Nicoletti, talk to me.
Okay, first of all, can I just say, You cannot go to a cash machine and take out $4. That I never heard of. Whatever he's saying there is a total lie. We were friends from 3 years ago. He was continuously coming to my house. Donna, I think I love you. I'm going to make you love me one day. I'm coming into money. As far as Karen, I thought she was the ex-wife. They have no...
Wait, she lives there?
Yeah, always would badmouth her. Every night he came to my house at 7 o'clock at night. He tried several times to lean over and give me a kiss. And it was always, one day I'm going to make you love me, make you love me. And I was getting uncomfortable, and I would say to him, if this is going to pursue, I cannot be your friend anymore. As far as the car, he knew I didn't have money to fix the car. As far as, I always have food. I have a good job. There's never a time I don't have food. Anything he's saying there is a lie. It's, honestly, he can't get into my pants. This is why he's doing this.
The plaintiff was loaning his neighbor all sorts of money. He says she cried about her problems, and he was a sucker. By the way, he's married. Cold cuts, rolls, the works he bought for her. She says he was in love with her. Let's listen.
He says that in August, you were short on the mortgage and that he loaned you $400 to bridge you. Were you behind on your mortgage in August?
Never. Never.
Have you ever been behind on your
Never.
mortgage? It's conceivable that you could have said that to him just to get money out of him.
No.
Okay.
He was the one
says
that was leeching
he
on.
loaned you money, $300 more for bills and to go out drinking and having a good time.
First of all, I don't go out drinking. I don't go partying at night. I have a grandchild. I don't party.
Okay.
And they know that. As far as her knowing anything, she's always up in her bedroom doing her thing.
What's her thing?
Karen, watching TV. I don't know. She knows nothing that goes on. So
Well,
what she's here for,
sounds
I
that way,
don't
but go
know.
ahead.
Moral support, whatever. Why he's sitting down, I don't know. I know he's a sick man. He's not that sick. If he's able to hose the grounds, clean the backyard, there's no reason for him to sit down. Now, also, as far as the car, I'm sorry.
That was my question.
I was there yesterday at the mechanic, and I had to get a letter for the mechanic about FEMA, that one of my cars were being repaired. While I was there, Alex, the mechanic, was saying he has to sign a letter. And I read the letter.
Oh, you mean the witness statement that he's
Yes,
about to
Donna
give me?
Nicoletti told Alex that she will pay Frank back. Alex,
Oh, he did pay for your car?
He paid for the car. There was
And
no.
you don't owe him that money?
No.
Why
no.
not?
He said I don't want you driving around. I want you driving
that was
in
a gift.
safe car.
So that was a
Yes,
gift.
I'm going to do it. And
What about these other monies? Were they gifts?
if anything, maybe he slipped me $200 and I refused. No, I don't want you walking around with no money. I'm going to take you shopping. It was a continuous thing to get into my pants.
Okay.
There was times he came to my house. I would yell down to my mother, tell him I'm not home.
Why didn't you just not open the door?
There were times I did not open the door.
No, but why are there times? Why do you continuously keep...
at the beginning, I thought he was a good friend.
According to you, he's married and making... Oh, you thought it was an ex-wife? Why would you think that that's his ex-wife when they're living together?
Because that's what he told me. He was sick. He needed someone to take care of him. He took her back. He's a very sick man.
Let me hear from you in response to what she's saying, which is that you were continuously making passes at her and are making this up because she refused you.
Never, never, never. Donna used to come and rub up against me. And when she did open the door, when I used to ring the bell, she would stand right in front of me. And I said, well, you're going to let me pass? She said, oh, come on in, with her standing right in front of me. So I walked around her. And she was waiting to get kissed. I refused to do it.
Why did you skip all that part when you first talked about all this?
Well,
Why did you tell me about her rubbing up against you and you going and ringing her doorbell? It's not like, oh, you ran into an out-of-luck neighbor who's crying. Now it's like you're visiting her and stuff.
Judge,
And okay.
May I say, please?
Yes.
Right after Hurricane Irina, that was in August of 11, I was sitting on the steps because I had foot surgery. She comes walking over to me with a Mr. Softy cone. She's saying to me that her son's rug got destroyed down in the basement. She says, Frank, I got to get $1,000. And she made sexual gestures with the Mr. Softy ice cream cone. And I was so embarrassed. And I'm a man, and I was embarrassed to watch this woman what she did to this ice cream cone right in front of my face.
So embarrassed you had to give her the $1,000?
No, I didn't loan it to her.
Okay. Did you make her any loans after that moment, the Mr. Frosty incident?
No, Mr. Softy
Mr.
cone?
Softy?
No, there were no loans made after that. By this time, I'm starting to play her now, you see?
He is making this up. I don't know what he's gaining.
It's pretty intricate. Come on up, Mom. Why do you suppose he would do all that? Like this long, intricate story. Tell me what his motive is.
What his motive is that he was annoyed that I wouldn't allow him to submit.
Right. So if one's just
Then
annoyed
we had
that they
an
make up
argument.
one big loan, why did they go into all these like nickel and dime?
It's not
two
mortgage.
front
I don't go
rotors,
out
four-wheel
partying.
brakes.
I
Show
don't
me the
go-
statement from
I
the
don't
person
go-
at the car repair
Can
shop.
I just say something before she says I was at the car center?
No, wait, first I have to see that for you to answer it. So let me hear from your mom in the meantime.
Go ahead.
The story is, to be honest, he's already spoke to me and said that he loves my daughter and he wants to get more together with her. Secondly, he would be not.
But why would you folks open the door to him then? If you know that he's living with either his ex-wife or a wife, and don't clap, because if you think that I think that you're just a softie for a girl who cries, you're wrong. Okay, because I was not born yesterday. But why are you continuously letting him in? Because there has to be a financial incentive, some kind of incentive to let a guy who has already told you that he has certain intentions. Why do you two keep letting him into the house?
Because I felt sorry for him. He had no one to talk to.
If you really feel sorry for someone, what you do is you tell them, you know what, it's best you not come here, and you let them move on with their life.
He says he's going to win her over. The same thing is with...
Don't you know he's a married man?
Such a lie.
Yes, but that's his ex-wife, not his wife.
We will keep saying the same thing. Are you divorced?
We are
remarried.
We're married.
When did you remarry?
A year and a half ago.
I know why they remarried, but I won't get into it.
Why did they remarry?
Because he came into money. That's why. He badmouthed her many a times to me. He complained.
So were you living together when you were exes?
Yes.
Oh.
We got
It sounded so goofy, and apparently it's okay.
I paid the mortgage.
And why is
off,
that?
Judge.
We have 3 sons together, and my kids wanted us all to be back together again. And I said, fine, it's okay with me.
Do you live together as man and wife or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, how did he come into money?
A product I used destroyed both my kidneys.
Oh, a lawsuit.
Lawsuit.
Yeah, I come into a lot of money, a lot of money. And
Yeah, how come that lady knows that?
Well, because
you were wooing her?
No, not at all.
I think he was wooing her.
I'll explain why.
That doesn't mean these aren't loans. I just think he was wooing her.
Yes, Judge.
Okay, now this is a statement from the repair place. I, Alex Lau, am the owner of New Willie's Repair Shop on Ransom Avenue. On approximately 2 years ago, Donna Nicoletti brought her 2002 Ford Escort in for service. She needed brakes all around plus 2 front rotors. She then told me that Frank Battaglia would be paying for the work done on her car. She also told me she was going to be paying Frank Battaglia back the money that he was going to pay me for the work being done to her car. Total was $335, which Frank Battaglia paid for. Okay. And now you were starting to tell me that you went there yesterday?
I went there yesterday. I needed a letter from the mechanic for FEMA stating that the Jeep was being repaired by him.
Okay.
And he was bad-mouthing Frank, and he was saying, oh, Frank, for 2.5 weeks has been bothering me to sign a letter. I don't want to sign a letter. Called him on the phone. I was standing there. They were getting into words, and whatever happened.
What was he telling you? What happened there?
Here's what Alex told me.
The second time.
Hold on.
Alex said to me that she was here telling me that she wants to get him arrested.
Who, get Alex arrested?
Yes. Alex said, what is she,
Did you
crazy?
threaten him with prosecution?
No, I did not.
Did you threaten him
Your
with
Honor,
getting
I
him
did.
arrested?
No, Your Honor,
Did you tell
I did
him
not.
he was doing
In
something
fact-
criminal signing this?
No,
Judge,
Your
she
Honor,
was
in
such a
fact, the
liar, it
second
isn't
time
funny.
when he called Frank back, Frank hung up
You have
on
a
him.
counterclaim against him for $5,000 for slander and harassment.
Yes, he's
Tell me about
telling
that.
everyone in the neighborhood that I'm his girlfriend. He has a...
Do you have any affidavits from other people in the
No,
neighborhood?
I do not. I didn't even go that far.
How is it that you
Harassment,
want
I'm
me to
embarrassed in the
order that
neighborhood.
he pay you $5,000?
I just
for
came
what?
up with that sum just to irk him.
For what?
Harassment,
What's the
embarrassment in the
harassment?
neighborhood when people, you're going out with Frank. I would be too embarrassed right now to even talk to him.
Either of you have a problem if I talk to Alex right now?
No, I wish you would.
All rise. Welcome back to the People's Court. Harvey Levin here. Would you loan somebody of the opposite sex money if you were married?
No, definitely.
And why not?
Because it looks suspicious.
Well, it does kind of look suspicious, doesn't it? What do you think?
No, I wouldn't lend money either.
Anybody would?
No way.
Why?
It's just not right. I don't think so.
Well, it's a person. It's not a man, woman, whatever. They're in need.
I just don't think it's right. It's opposite sex. It can't happen.
What you're worried about is you get in trouble, right?
Right.
There you go. Going inside the courtroom.
I have a few additional questions for you. Sure. I know that you allowed him to pay for the car, and your position on that is I'm not supposed to pay him back. That was something he was doing for me.
Right.
Is there any other time that you accepted monies from him on the same premise, that it was just he, was trying to woo you or whatever and was giving you money?
No.
You said earlier he might have given me money like $200 here to help me out. Okay, so is it a yes or is it a no?
Yes.
How many times?
One time.
How much?
I'm going to say 200.
I'm going to take 200. What am I, Alex Trebek?
No, 200.
Okay.
200.
Let me, no. Oh, yes, actually, I do want to hear from you. Yeah.
Okay. I just want to say my husband is just a good-natured person. And I know why. Because he told me when he was a kid, he was in a diabetic coma. He had diabetes at one time, which now he doesn't have any longer since he got his transplants. And he survived the coma. And he said, it's just something came over him, and he was so grateful to be out of the coma that he felt as if God came to him and just brought him back. He just wanted to be good to people.
And that's wonderful. And I hope that you're doing well with your transplant. That happens to be an issue that's close to me because I have a father on dialysis. I'm the representative for the Kidney Walk in Miami. That's all great. Now let me tell you exactly what's going on here. Okay? Mm-hmm. By the way, I did speak to Alex, the mechanic. And he said to me, look, I'm really sure about the fact that he paid it. But I'm not sure about whether she said she'd pay him back. That part was in there and I just signed it, blah, blah, blah. And so here's where I'm landing on all this. I've just devoted a very serious amount of time to both of you to try to hear and get to the bottom of whether they're loans or gifts. It shouldn't be this hard. Because if something's a pure loan and not someone's acting like, big man on campus and trying to woo somebody, then you should really be putting stuff in writing, especially after a systematic failure to pay. She admits now to the $200. I know it was money. It was probably all the money you're talking about. The part that I have a problem with, Mr. Battaglia, is whether it's a loan or a gift. Okay, you're the one with the burden of proof. And to that end, what do I see? A complete and utter failure of a single piece of written evidence that would buttress your position that it's a loan. Therefore, on your claim against her, I rule in favor of the defendant. Okay?
You believe it?
Well, after that ruling, it's the plaintiff coming out into the hallway. Step in here. Mr. Battaglia, you step right next to me and you right by his side. Your reaction to this verdict?
I think it's unfair because it was a definite loan. She kept saying, it's a loan, it's a loan, it's a loan.
You didn't get anything in writing?
No.
Why
Because
not,
like I said,
after all this
because
time?
at the time we were friends, I trusted her. And she
wasn't
said
paying you back and you're still trusting her.
No, she wanted to put it in writing.
Yeah.
But that made me feel that she was honest about it. That's what I said.
You sure you didn't try to get with her by helping her out with some money?
Not at all.
All right. Okay.
Really?
Around the corner.
Not at all.
Okay. All right. So come on out here. All right, the judge rules in your favor.
Yes.
Not happy with either side, really. What's your reaction?
Nothing. I'm just happy. I'm glad it's
About
over.
what are you so happy
I'm just glad it's over.
Yes, I'm very
Put closure
glad
to
it's
it.
over.
You weren't trying to string him along a little bit to get
not at all.
paid?
Look at him. No.
Harvey?
This is a very simple principle. If you keep loaning stuff out, if you keep loaning money to somebody, and they, especially if they haven't repaid and you keep giving them more and more and more, it looks like a gift. Simple. That will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.